Okay. Hi, everybody. I am Sprinkles.
And I'm Manic.
And welcome back to
Sprinkles and Manic.
Wow!
We're joined by a special guest today.
Edgeworth.
That's Demiganz. And we're about to head into the trial. The first day of the trial.
Are
Edgeworth
saving our progress? Yes.
Yeah, of course we're saving our progress.
Yes, we are.
Override.
Yes.
Heck to the yeah. Okay.
What did that date say?
What date?
June.
Oh,
Previous one?
June of 2019. Don't worry about it.
Oh, man.
Can't believe
Alright.
it's been going so long.
Don't worry about it. Oh, double save? No? Okay.
Double save, yes.
Okay, here we are.
Always double save.
It's September 7th, 10 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 1. Sick.
Yes, it is.
Oh, we're here! In the flesh!
Chatter. Is this me?
This is you, yes.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. That's not the voice I used.
You know,
It's a different judge,
just
alright?
feel it out. Whatever feels right, man.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant.
Not wrong. Mr. Edgeworth, please give your court the opening statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Ms. Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor.
I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then.
If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. Prosecution calls on the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe.
Here we go.
Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir! My name's Dick Gumshoe, sir.
Heavy breathing.
I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us in the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain.
Alright.
The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Oh,
What?
loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in the girl's hand, sir.
The court accepts this statue as evidence.
They're still calling it a statue.
It's a clock.
Yes, that's correct.
I remembered that.
Yes.
Floor plans added to the court record.
Nice.
Now, detective.
Gotta get the sound effects. Slam table.
Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir.
Detective Gumshoe? I keep changing the voice.
You'll
Sound
find
effect.
something
Please
that feels
testify to
right.
the court about this hard evidence.
Alright.
As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder.
The very moment, you say? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony.
Whoosh.
Smack! Hey! Maya just threw something at me. What's this? Do you want to say this since it's...
When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times.
Huh. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try.
Something the matter?
No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Alright.
Cross-examination. Dun dun.
Maya Faye's arrest.
Do, 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 do.
Okay, so...
As soon as the phone call came, I rushed to the scene.
Press is Q, so any statement
Right.
you want to make him elaborate on, you can press.
I don't think we need to elaborate on that. There were 2 people there already. The defendant... Yeah. I can't remember if that was true. This is what I wanted to press on, though.
Ah.
Because of the thing he said about the hotel window.
Right. Yeah.
So...
Hold it! Hold on just a second. Just 1 second.
Yeah?
If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct?
Huh? Did I say that? Me?
I heard you say it.
You did say it.
You said it.
Exactly what about this suspicious woman in Pink's claim was hard evidence?
What? Miss May isn't suspicious and she sure isn't Pink, pal.
That's a lie.
Aw.
Well, I guess she is Pink.
That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective?
I guess pressing can have its advantages.
Yes.
Ugh.
Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There's something I should have told you about first, Your Honor.
Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again.
Alright.
Hard evidence.
After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab results show that the blood was the victim's. Also, there is blood found on the victim's fingers. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How do you like that? That's my hard evidence.
That's not hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective.
Your Honor?
Why didn't you testify about the vital piece of evidence the first time?
I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir.
Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
Alright. Hard evidence.
Okay.
So, he secured the suspect, and he found the memo. Said Maya. Lab test results showed it was Mia's blood, and she had blood on her finger.
Wait. Yes, it's Mia's blood. She had blood on the finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. See, that doesn't sound right to me.
Detective Gumshoe, do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name?
Sure, it happens all the time in books and the movies.
That wasn't the question.
This isn't a movie, Detective. Let's talk about reality, shall we?
I guess I haven't heard of many cases, no.
Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister?
Yeah, actually, got a point, pal. Objection. Stop right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer.
We don't know that the victim wrote the name. Order, order.
That didn't go so well.
That's right, what he said.
That's this whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it. So, you don't think Mia wrote it, right? So,
No.
check our evidence and see what we got. Oh,
Oops. I didn't mean
and
to
did you
press
find
that.
any evidence?
Now, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen, I'm getting to the good part.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Okay, I meant to go to the tab button
Yes, and look at what we've got.
and look at this. I think.
Okay, so department store receipt with letters written in blood on the back. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. Also, so side note, make sure you have to pair whatever you want to present with the specific statement you're contradicting.
Oh shoot.
If you get it wrong with presenting, or present evidence, you do start to lose, like...
A little
Oh
bit.
no!
Just a little. We still got a lot.
Red bar.
We still got a lot.
Dun, 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 dun.
Are that statement and the evidence just now related?
They aren't, are they?
Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the facts over before making accusations.
I don't think that won me any points with the judge.
I didn't mean it.
It's okay.
I forgot how to play the game.
Like, you can spend a lot of time just pressing everything, so you have all the information.
So Maya was written clearly in blood. We know that.
Yes.
Lab test results show that it was the victims. Which one do I want to present it with?
Questions
Would it-
about... Well, and so make sure... So what is it about the evidence you have that you feel contradicts it? Like, what quality is it about it that you feel means that this doesn't make sense?
I guess?
Remember to check the autopsy report as well.
Oh.
I mean, that's a kind of direct hint.
Damn it. Can I check my own evidence?
Yes, you can. If you hit present, you can just, like, look at it before you actually present something and then go back.
How the hell did she have blood on her finger if it was blunt force trauma?
That's a good question.
Those would pair together, right?
Potentially.
Like, to contradict each other, right?
They could.
That's only one way to find out.
Yeah, you'd have to present it and see.
I hate doing this by myself. Friendly reminder that they have played the game and I have not.
We have. It's not just that we're like
10
super
years
geniuses
ago.
or something.
10 years ago. Okay, well...
I only played it a couple years ago.
I think I'm gonna go with this one, then. I think those contradict.
Alright.
Because, like... Because, why would there be... Okay, if you get hit with blunt force trauma, right?
Yeah.
I assume to the head.
Right.
How would you be bleeding out your finger?
Well, she wasn't bleeding out her finger. So, it wasn't that her finger was bleeding. It was that her finger was smeared in blood. As if she reached up to the blood, smeared her finger in it, and then wrote the name.
How would she write the name if it was instantaneous?
There
That's
you
a
go.
good question.
So that's something to perhaps look in his
so-
testimony and present.
So, yeah, there's... Okay, so that's the lab test results. Word Maya. Okay.
So I guess where she said she
Blood
wrote
found
it...
on her finger. Yeah, before she died, she wrote the killer's name. So you're
yeah,
saying...
that would be the one to...
Yeah.
Right,
to-
because she couldn't have done anything before she died. She died instantly.
Yeah, if it was instantly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, E.
Objection! Detective Gumshoe. There's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey? That's really what you're saying.
He's
What?
so skeptical.
This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have?
Mm-mm. You have it backwards, detective.
Backwards?
The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately!
You didn't slam the table.
Blood!
No butting your way out of this one, detective.
Order, order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down.
Objection! Mr. Wright. I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report?
What? When? Oh.
Wait, wait.
I'm pretty sure it was the day of the murder.
You're wrong there, pal. We didn't write an autopsy report till the day after.
Oh, right.
Prosecution's point being?
That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor.
How?
What?
The second autopsy report was performed yesterday, at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning.
Well, that's not fair.
No way!
Read the autopsy report. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all.
What?
Yup, he sure is. You, Edgeworth. I should have known. You'd have something up your sleeve.
Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say?
No!
Miss Edgeworth! I mean, this was a pretty good choice. I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report?
Mr. Wright, the defense will remain from personal attacks on the prosecution.
No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court.
Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Accepts the accepted.
Autopsy report?
Autopsy report updated. May have lived.
Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer.
I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes.
Darn, this isn't good.
The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes.
Gasp.
Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand.
Exactly what part of her is innocent?
Witness, your name, please.
April May? Oh, are you serious?
Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. That's not the right pronunciation.
Wonton, yeah.
Wonton.
That's okay. Close enough.
Do not wink at the wontons while in court.
It's very inappropriate. Leave me alone. Hey, you're the one who called yourself out about it.
I was gonna let it slide. I barely
Yeah,
gave
me
it a
too.
second
I was
thought.
like, an easy mistake.
pronounced it right.
You've never pronounced it.
No.
I've never pronounced a thing in my life.
How do you pronounce it?
Wanton, I think, or
Wanton?
wanton?
Wanton.
Wanton.
Wonton?
Wonton.
Wonton.
I'm gonna check it real quick.
Oh boy, she's committed.
Checking the autopsy report.
Updated the autopsy report.
Wanton.
Wanton. Okay.
But it's spelled just like wonton.
I mean, it is. You're right.
No, it's not. No,
Oh,
it's
okay.
not. Sorry. Wonton is spelled with an O.
Oh.
Wanton.
Wanton. Okay.
According to the dictionary.
I believe the dictionary. I feel that they're somewhat of an expert on these things.
Time to update the dictionary. I got a second.
Your
account.
Honor.
Oh lord.
Ah!
She's so much.
No, stop! I pressed enter on the wrong window.
Oh, whoops.
And I kept pronouncing the thing.
This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom.
Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred?
Gee, I was like in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch.
And this hotel is directly across from Faye and Co law offices?
That's right, big boy.
Please testify to the court about what you saw.
Dun dun.
Alright. Here we go.
It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. And the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. In the end, that's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy.
Ugh.
There's some wonton winking right there.
It was.
Well, Your Honor.
I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any.
Wait, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright.
What about my cross-examination?
I thought the witness's testimony was just now quite firm, didn't you?
Mr. Wright, I understand you're Miss Mia Faye's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies.
Hey, how dare you?
Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yeah.
Yeah, heck
Because
yeah.
because the layout doesn't make sense. How could she see her in the window if she was on the other side?
That's a fair question. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness.
Very well. You may begin your cross-examination.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see
Okay,
what we got.
Where's the part with where she talks about... Wait. I'm just double-checking.
Oh, if we have like a time or anything.
Yeah, we used to have a time.
I think the phone has the conversation log if you want. You can hit enter to check it. Oh, this was in the morning. Never mind. I guess they had the phone call in the morning. My B.
Womp womp.
Back. Okay, I want to go back. I looked out the window, you know, and I saw along with the one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair, and then the woman dodged to one side. She hit her.
That's it? Nothing
No.
really jumps out as a contradiction. There's gotta be something in there somewhere. Maybe I just better press her.
Oh. I
So-
looked out the window. Mm.
Alright, so there's our scene. So we can very clearly see all that was visible from the window. She thinking.
Hmm.
If you just, like, want some more info on anything, feel free to press a couple things before you present, just to, you know.
Oh, okay, right. Okay, but maybe this one. Because how could she tell it was
Yeah.
her?
Hold it! How do you know she was the defendant?
Huh? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay?
There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor.
He's right. Hold on a
I
minute! That testimony stinks!
What?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that...
You saw nothing. Because she wouldn't have been able to see the face. But would that be lying or seeing nothing?
I mean, technically, either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both would be correct in this.
Technically, but I don't know if that's the way that the game is
If they're
programmed. Do you know what
being,
I'm
like-
saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
Uh,
I mean, I'd just give one a shot. See.
I'm gonna go with nothing.
I don't think the dialogue options are usually that important.
Did you
Just-
really
Okay.
see the defendant at all?
Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless about this, I mean.
Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me.
Oh,
However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus.
I didn't even think of that.
Right, did.
But...
Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder.
She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May?
What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think at all the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
Sorry, Your Honor. I'm really a good girl, I promise.
Your testimony again, if you would.
I almost had her.
Dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Da-da-da-da.
I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then, the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. The clock. That statue-y clock? The thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you?
I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. I just can't get this judge voice down, man.
I think it works.
See everything I did. Oh.
The fellow dodged ran off to the right.
Ran off to the right.
But where? No! Isn't everything happening on the left-hand side?
It kind of looks that way.
Am I crazy?
I don't think you're crazy, no.
Does pressing have any consequences with the bar?
Yeah.
You never get penalized for pressing. You can always press without any penalty.
Cool.
Hold it! Is that right as in your right as you looked from the hotel?
Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right. It was my right hand, right?
Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue.
Kind of want to present the
The
map.
floor
Plenty
diagram?
of life left for now.
Yeah, I mean, give it a
Yeah,
shot.
it looks pretty left to me.
I definitely see what you're saying.
Am I crazy?
I don't think you're crazy.
Okay. Just stop me if I'm making like a very obvious mistake, okay?
I will.
That's all
what's
that
the
I
fun in
ask.
that?
I mean, here's the thing. Like, obviously, in the certain...
Obviously, people, the viewers can make fun of me all they want in the comment section, okay? But,
I mean, it's
don't
the type
mind
of
that
game,
at all.
It's the
But-
type of game where you aren't supposed to get everything right away. Like, some of the stuff is subtle and tricky. And that's
okay,
just
but
like,
I'm also really stupid.
What? Kelsey.
What? Objection!
Objection!
I'm, okay, not that I'm stupid. Even though
You did
I
get
would
your
use that
lefts and
word.
rights right, yes.
I can sometimes get stupid information mixed up, okay? That's all.
Fair.
Just
You can be a
if
tad
I do that,
scatterbrained.
please
That's all.
stop me,
Yes,
okay?
I will
That's all
correct
I
you.
ask,
Yeah,
okay?
I got you. Objection! Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence.
Okay, good.
Well, that's what he says. So, generally your cue is if the music cuts out, it means you got it right.
Oh. Oh.
She's sad.
Something else to look at instead.
Huh?
I
Really?
mean, maybe later.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, like,
Objection overruled.
sometimes you're onto something
Try
that
to
will
think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright.
come up. It's just that they're not, like, yeah.
There's something else more glaring right now.
Yeah.
See, that's the problem. I'm not very good at noticing the obvious things.
I will
Girl in the
say
heavy
this.
clothes ran after her. She hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. Okay. That clock. The kind of statue-y clock? The thinker, I think.
How did she see that?
Oh, I didn't even read my line. So this was testimony in her own words? Time to press and squeeze the truth out of her. Figuratively, of course. Oh, Lord Phoenix.
I did see everything. The victim dodged the first attack.
So you want to
Okay.
know how she saw the clock?
Yeah.
Press her on it, then.
Okay. Cute.
Hold it! A clock.
Technical difficulties.
Didn't this come up in another testimony recently?
Music cuts out.
Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all.
No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now.
Hint, hint,
Her
nudge,
previous
nudge.
testimony must have been what? Time to okay, yeah. So,
Yeah.
Saying you're onto something with that
Yeah.
clock press. And they say,
What?
remember that last trial you did so recently? That's your hint.
do you remember how we got him last time, the other guy, what the issue was there?
No. Remind me.
It was that, so he said that it happened at a certain time, Well, first of all, he referred to the statue as a clock, and we were like, how did you know it was a clock? It looks like a statue. You wouldn't know it was a clock unless you were holding it and you heard it go off.
Oh.
So why does she know it's a clock?
True.
Hmm.
Technical difficulties. And I
Okay.
saw that clock. Okay, I guess got a presenter with the thing.
Yes.
Mhm.
So what does it actually say on the statue? Looks like a statue, but it's actually a clock.
And everyone else has been calling it a statue.
Yes, that's true.
Mhm.
The whole trial,
'Cause
they've
he
been
was
like,
like,
oh yeah, the
"Oh."
statue. Yep. Objection!
Music cuts out.
Miss May.
Oh,
Good feeling, good feeling. What you said just now was quite revealing.
Revealing. Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer.
You just said that the statue of the thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder.
Order! Order!
Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock?
Objection! The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns.
Every time he does that, Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright.
Objection! But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once.
Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness.
That was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over.
Oh, what? So, what happens now?
What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock?
What? That's because I heard it? Yes, I heard it. Say the time.
So, you've been to the law offices of Faye & Co.
No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room.
The law office of FACO, where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock.
Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied?
No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because...
Oh shoot, what time did it ring in the last one?
It rings on the hour, but the time was offset. Oh, wait, no. So, well, I just figured it out, but... Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of forget.
Yeah.
This was a long
I would
detail
just
from a while ago.
look at our court record for a second, because it's been a while. So go through each thing one by one.
I don't need that.
Okay. So this is our autopsy report. This is all we have on it, right? So check this.
Well, actually, there's something I
yeah.
want you to hold on for me.
Yeah.
It's
It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue of the thinker, and it tells you the time. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now.
Huh? It's not working. That's lame.
I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. I put some papers inside it instead.
Papers? Is that the evidence then?
I'll leave that one up to your imagination. See you at tonight at 9.
Okay, so this is what I want to present then.
Well, we're not presenting
don't
right
need to
now. We're
present,
just
yeah.
answering a question.
Oh.
Which is just, is it that she couldn't have heard the clock? Or is it that it couldn't have rung? Yeah. Your Honor, members of the court. It is inconceivable that the clock in question rang.
Inconceivable. It's empty,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
like, that's the term you would use,
Yes.
right?
Correct.
Mhm. That clock is missing its clockwork.
How could you possibly?
Just take a look right now.
Oh,
See anything interesting, Your Honor?
it is as the defense says. This clock is, yes, the music cut.
Yeah.
Bless.
Dun dun.
Missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this?
It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Well, Miss May?
Tisk tisk.
I hate when you do that so much. In the best way.
Huh?
Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright.
He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew.
I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? It was after the witness heard the clock then. There is no contradiction.
But the timestamp.
I mean, the court hasn't seen the timestamp yet, just saying.
True, they don't know that yet. Kelsey.
Oh, I was reading it.
Well, you have to do that out loud.
I'm
you
very
see.
He's invested.
Anyway, the clock might have been emptied after she heard it.
And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor.
Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed?
Oh, impossible, of course.
I have proof.
What?
Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much.
Dang!
The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is...
What's the smoking
The cell
gun?
phone.
This is it,
Yeah.
the big moment.
The cell phone!
It's true. Take that! Take a look at this.
That's a very cute cell phone.
Missing the point!
Oh, you have a girly phone.
Wait. This isn't my phone. Listen.
That's right.
This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder.
Order?
The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention.
You mad? Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it?
The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon.
I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. Beep.
Beep. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then?
If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now.
Huh? It's not working? That's lame.
I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock?
Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot.
So the witness has seen it before? That would make sense. You were the judge on the last case! Sir!
It's got goldfish brain. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh my god!
That makes sense.
Does the defense have any objections? Yes, I
Yes.
have objections!
The witness claimed she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to the court.
Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence. We'll prove the witness has not seen the clock before. Well, wouldn't it be the made by Larry Butts?
Yep, right there.
Like, isn't the thinker itself the evidence?
It is, yes.
You
Okay.
got it.
Take
Maybe.
that!
I did it!
It's simple.
Maybe, hopefully.
You better not be misleading me.
This clock was never in any store, ever.
Oh, bless. You said the right thing.
Yeah.
Oh, bless the music cut. Bless.
A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody.
Impossible. Everything is sold in stores.
Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh? Excuses not on sale today?
What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die!
Oh my god.
I'm going a little ham on this, I'm sorry.
I mean, she's a big character, you know? You gotta have fun with it.
Whoa. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm.
Silly me. I am like, please it. I guess I did.
So much wantonly.
Scary.
thinking.
She's showing her true colors.
May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know that weapon was a clock?
Ooh.
Oh dear. Does the defense not have an opinion on this behavior?
Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because...
Oh.
Hmm.
Are we gonna accuse her?
Well, check our evidence real quick. Because whatever we say, we have to back it up.
Okay. Court record.
So we got the autopsy report, the cell phone, the glass shards. Those haven't come up yet. Okay. The thinker, a wiretap.
Obviously, the wiretap's gonna come into play.
Yes, so there was a wiretap in her room. And also, well, this is a small detail, and it's been a long time, so I remember this because I was rewatching our video of it. At the end of Maya and Mia's phone conversation, there was a weird beeping noise and a message that said, "Call recorded."
So it would have had to deal with the wiretap, so they would have had to have heard it.
Probably, yeah. That's
That's my...
The witness had never held the clock in her hands. However, she had heard that it was a clock.
She heard?
That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof.
Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. This probably, right?
Yeah. Take that! Have a look at this.
That?
I found this in Miss May's room.
Order. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is.
Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Faye's phone, were you not?
Your Honor, this is irrelevant.
I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap.
This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim the witness was tapping her phone?
Absolutely.
Even if that was the case, which is not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone?
Yeah.
Can you prove that? I think not.
Didn't we?
We can prove it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah? I think I can! It's
They
simple!
already listened to the thing!
What?
Here's my proof. The proof that the victim
that the
said
victim-
on the phone
Oh,
that
sorry.
the weapon was a clock is...
The cell phone recording, right?
Yeah!
Yeah. Because that's where she calls it a clock.
It's
I
a
removed
clock,
it.
yep.
Yeah. They're so dumb. Why do I have to present this again? We
Take
already
that.
proved this.
I present the defendant's cell phone.
Ow.
Oh,
I
careful!
think
Yeah.
Yes, you've seen that. That my point.
Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim.
Beep.
Yeah, what's up? You haven't called in a while.
Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me.
Again? What is it this time?
It's a clock.
Boom!
It's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Hi.
What?
Your Honor, this is ridiculous.
You're ridiculous.
Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem
Look
amused
at the
to
witness's
you?
face as Parsec dies again.
Oh no!
Rip, rip.
Why? Okay.
Because it hates me.
Yeah, like, apparently. It's very rude.
Homophobic
Accept.
behavior.
Okay. I accept. There we go. There we go. The defense demands an answer.
Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May?
Shut up. All of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like this? You liar. It's no fair. All of you are ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl. Is that it? Is that it?
That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow.
The final blow, what's it gonna be?
Oh, shoot. I don't think she did it, because she was wiretapping.
Yeah,
Ask
that's
her
a fair
that.
point. Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
And there was a dude, we kind of got a glimpse at a dude,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, we did sort of see a dude.
Yeah. Okay, so why the wiretap?
Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question.
Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't it hippity-tappity irrelevant?
Ah, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant.
True. Yeah. While this court does not condone the condone the defense's tone of voice. He has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove that you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone?
Ha! I'd like to see her pull that off.
Oh, Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off. Weren't you?
Damn, she's good.
Well, you're not the first man who's thought that. And of course I can. And will.
You can't be serious. No way!
Way, I say, way! Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 o'clock at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy.
Room service?
Oh.
Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts, and then you have regular cold coffee.
Iced coffee.
I think I'm making this up. Ask the bellboy.
Ergo, the witness was not at the scene at the time of the murder.
Well, that's not what we were talking about.
Edgeworth, please! Phoenix, why are you thrown off?
Well,
So, where does that lead us? Leave us?
It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever.
what did she...
Maybe.
Clatter, clatter.
Her testimony stands, even as I knock things off my desk. She saw the defendant, Mia Fey, commit murder.
No, they're gonna let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow.
Well, does the defense have anything else to say?
Well, come on, think of something.
Tough one.
She's weak.
She is, but you could also make the argument that we've gotten what we can out of her.
Go either way, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do Bellboy.
The defense would like
'Cause
to
I was
call
kinda thinking that
the
when
host-
she was talking about
The bellboy.
yeah, the bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it.
I think you've sunken quite low enough already.
I object to calling the bellboy.
Why? What's your reason?
Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness.
Condition.
If Miss April's May alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. And thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey.
Oh.
That is my condition.
What? I'd better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Alright. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do?
Give up.
Then,
I don't think we
Right.
can give up.
I've
right?
got nothing to lose, except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition.
Fool. You fell right into my trap.
Uh-oh. Wait.
Very well. The court calls the bellboy to the stand.
Okay, we're gonna pause there. We're gonna pause there. This is already a long episode, but this is a good intermission point for the
intensity.
trial. There's a lot going down. Miss April May's sketchy as heck.
It's very, very, yeah. Also, sorry if headphone users if my clapping.
Oh, it happens. We're just hype. We're hype over here. Hype
Hype?
Central. And if you
Court
want to
room
know,
Knocking stuff off our desks.
Yeah.
We're knocking over medals from donut races, you know?
true, all of the
Knocking-
above.
We're hyping.
And
We
if
hyping.
you want to know what happens next, you'll have to catch us next time. So hit subscribe,
next episode,
hit like.
because Sprinkles in it!
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
Bye.